Okay, interesting move. Dropping a strafing run directly on top of the bunker to clear the outside out. Teleports out and has a nice easy walk out. What a play from Lionheart. This is what I'm talking about. The man's a strategist. Standard. Gonna be going with the Warp Pack, the Epoch support weapon, and we're gonna be seeing some Eagle gameplay with the Eagle Strafe and Run. Eagle Strafe Run's pretty good, very good at taking out some objectives in the game. And anti-tank mines, I'll tell you what, this is definitely an unusual setup. So this should be a really interesting run. Ready when you are, Lionheart, let's get it. Lionheart grabs all the goods. I do believe he landed right beside the first objective. Quick start for Lionheart, 30 seconds in. He's already got one of the objectives done just about. Clear the way with that Eagle. He does get a breach directly on top of the objective and hasn't grabbed it yet. This is a small setback. Though I don't care. I don't think Lionheart cares, as I think he might be going for a high kill count. That's been the thing we've been doing recently on these esports runs. Less than a minute in, Lionheart already has his first objective done. Hits that Warp Pack to take out one of the bugs instantaneously, and the man is out of here straight to the next objective. I do believe we have a modifier with more impalers right now, so we're going to be seeing a ton of impalers. Lionheart putting that Warp Pack to work, sets himself on fire with it. A lot of heavies in the area. This is definitely interesting. Takes out the Epoch for the Charger. It does not one-shot the Charger. I don't think it can one-shot Chargers. The Epoch is not a very strong weapon. And with the excessive amount of heavies we're seeing, I can see this Epoch being very difficult to use. I do believe the Epoch only holds 3 rounds, and it's going to take 2 rounds. They're very well placed to take out just about anything, I believe. So it's going to be pretty hard to hold the heavies back with this thing. A ton of Impalers, Bile Titans, and Chargers everywhere. I don't know if the Epoch's going to be enough. Lionheart does go for an Impaler kill with that Epoch. I do not think he one-tapped him, though. Had to hit 2 shots. If every Impaler is going to take him 2 shots, this is going to be a very difficult gameplay. Lionheart loses his first life already. We are 2.5 minutes in, and we are down a life. 5 lives remaining. Lionheart dropping a strafe and run, trying to make him a little room here. Got a lot of heavies on him still. We have a Bile Titan in the area, and we have an Impaler. Takes out the Impaler with that Epoch. Another heavy in the area. Now, Lionheart is running a Warp Pack, so he can go in that bunker, either to hide from bugs or just to gather some super credits. I do want to do some super credit hunting today, so this would have been a great bonus, but I didn't see any in there. That's unfortunate. Lionheart teleports out, realized that was a bad idea, and goes straight back in, trying to think about his next move. Okay, interesting move. Dropping a strafing run directly on top of the bunker to clear the outside out. Teleports out and has a nice easy walk out. What a play from Lionheart. Excellent. This is what I'm talking about. The man's a strategist. Lionheart arrives at his next objective. The area's pretty secure. Not looking like a big problem here. Oh, we do have an Impaler in the area. Once again, I think we're running the Impaler modifier to have extra Impalers around in this map. So we're going to be seeing a lot of heavies this run. How do I see that? Oh, I can't because I'm dead yet, can't I? Lionheart going for the terminal. Why he's surrounded. Not getting pressured very hard. The bug's kind of just hanging out. Okay, Lionheart teleports behind the Charger and is able to hit a one-shot on the weak point of that Charger. Very nice. There's a bug breach, so we're going to see some action here. Teleports directly in front of a bug, almost loses his life for it. He's able to stim up and get his health back, though. Quite a bit of stuff happening here. Lionheart getting out of the vicinity, dropping some new supplies down. That is a lot of tentacles. Oh my god. I've actually never experienced this before. This looks really fun. I've never experienced this extra Impaler modifier. I might have to give one of these runs a try myself. This looks awesome. Like, that's so many. It's like we're watching a horror film. Holy crap. Epoch, interesting choice, though. I don't feel like it was a good choice in any way. I think the Epoch was simply for entertainment purposes. Lionheart needed a challenge, so he brought a crappy weapon to help him. I think it's working out. It's looking pretty stressful so far. Lionheart loading up another shot. Does not one-shot the Impaler, unfortunately. He cannot be hit. The man is so quick with that warp pack. Even if a bug gets close, he just warps away. Oh, knocks himself over with a crossbow bolt. This is one of the dangers of using a crossbow. Gets knocked down by it. Oh, is able to teleport away before he gets hit by a tentacle, though.
Reloading.
Sliding down the hill. He is struggling a little bit here. Mainly struggling from the terrain, though. Impaler's going to be up on the hill here. Going to be kind of hard to get to, though. Doesn't need to get very close with that Epoch. He can snipe it from a little bit of distance here. Sounds like there's a charger charging him. Loads up that shot. Sounds like we're going to have Stalkers in the area as well. Nice one shot on the cheeks of that charger. Stalker's going to be running Lionheart down. Lionheart trying to gain some distance. Stalker catches up and licks him to the floor. Hits him like Yoshi. Lionheart pulls out that Bushwhacker and makes short work of the Stalker. Heading back to try to finish off that Impaler. There's two Impalers now. Finishes off the one. Can he get the one shot on the second one? He does. Okay, making that Epoch look not so trash all of a sudden. Very nice double kill. Heading back to the objective, has the area pretty much secured. That was pretty fun to watch, but it's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. There's still bugs everywhere, but they're kind of just mind their own business. Impaler off in the distance here as well. None of the bugs caring about Lionheart at all. Never mind, there he is. Okay, I think they're trying to call for another bug breach. It does make sense. Our time should be about up on the reinforcements here. Lionheart using these teleports excellently to avoid taking any damage whatsoever. Teleporting past bug corpses. Normally they get in the way and they're really annoying, but the warp package just doesn't matter. Is that a live charger? That is. Look at that. He's stuck. Okay, Lionheart trying to teleport up. Not able to do that. You can teleport up with these jump packs sometimes. It really depends on the angle. There's a very specific angle that you can go up to. Sounds like there's a lot of bugs behind him. It does not matter, though. He gets the mission done, and he is off to his last secondary objective. Making quick work of this mission. Making it look easy. Did not bring the strongest loadout. A Bushwhacker as a secondary instead of an ultimatum. Means heavy kills are going to be a little harder to kill. Bringing the Epoch as his primary source of heavy killing potential. And a crossbow as his main weapon. Not even a stalwart to supplement. This is a pretty tough build to play the game with. And Lionheart's making it look like this build is meta. Bug breach is detected. Gonna see what Lionheart does with it here. Unfortunately, Lionheart does end up going down again, and he has still got 4 lives remaining, though. Still in really good odds, only complete 2 main missions. Lionheart being surrounded by enemies, including Stalkers, is going to make this a little bit difficult. He is able to regain his stuff, though, which is going to be a good start. The combination of Stalkers and Impalers is a very deadly combination, because if the Stalker gets anywhere in the vicinity of Lionheart, while there's an Impaler down, he could get knocked to the ground by Yoshi, and then Impaler just clean him up. Not a big deal, though. I hear Stalkers. I don't see Stalkers. Lionheart isn't having much of an issue here. Using those teleports very strategically. Going through fences, not just teleporting every time it's up. Setting himself on fire every now and then. Running a little bit low on supplies here, down to his last stim. Got a lot of stuff coming. I do believe he has supplies on the way down, though. There's a Bile Titan, quite a few ground support enemies, and a Stalker on Lionheart right now. I'd be freaking out slightly if I was in his place. Especially with just the Epoch, which, wow, he makes quick work of that Titan with the Epoch. Maybe the Epoch's not as bad as I give it credit for. All right, we have an Impaler. It looks like 2 Chargers and some Stalkers. Whoa! What did I just witness? I think that was a visual glitch. I don't think that really happened. That was sick looking, though. The worst part about this Epoch is you have to stop to reload it, which I know Lionheart hates. I tried to convince Lionheart and Tank Two of my best runners that run on these events. I've tried to convince them to run heavier LMGs, like the medium LMG or the heavy one, instead of the stalwart, and they always respond with they hate how you have to stop to reload it. Yet Lionheart is out here with the Epoch, which you also have to stop to reload. Can make that weapon quite annoying to use. That Eagle should make quick work of that Impaler, however, not quickly enough as he does get taken out. I think he might have killed himself there with the teleport. I'm not 100% sure. Does go down halfway through his lives, only 3 lives remaining though. Plenty of time, we're barely 10 minutes in. Lionheart gets some of that mission done, completely ignoring the bugs in the area. Takes 3 bugs out with 1 crossbow bolt. Lionheart doing some damage to the charger with the crossbow. Hurts him a little bit, tries to finish him off with the Epoch, does not quite finish him. Charger's gotta be low health by now, though it doesn't matter. We just got a bug breach, so we will be seeing like 4 or 5 more Chargers. Looks like Lionheart is over here doing a side objective. I don't think this is the main mission. I think this is a radar tower. So Lionheart's gonna be fighting some extra waves of reinforcements just for fun over here. Anti-tank mines are down. That's very dangerous, being around anti-tank mines with an Impaler. Because if a tentacle comes out of the ground and hits an anti-tank mine and you're anywhere near it, it will mess you up. Those anti-tank mines are going to be very helpful, though. There it is! I just called that out! They call me the seer. Because bringing anti-tank mines versus Impalers is normally a bad idea. And we have an Impaler modifier. So I think it was a really bad idea to bring the anti-tank mines out. However, I don't think Lionheart's worried, and I think losing lives this quickly is just making the run more epic. So I say more power to it. Charger just does get taken out by the anti-tank mines, but Lionheart teleports into the dead Charger's corpse and kills himself, going down to his last life. Lionheart surrounded by enemies here. Tried to get that Impaler with his airstrike, but wasn't able to finish him off. Bile Titan in the area as well. That is a lot of tentacles. Holy crap, this sucks. Lionheart might not be making it out of this one. He's down, he's low health, and he does not have any stems to recoup with these Impaler with these Impaler, whoa, words. The Impalers are knocking him around left and right. If he gets knocked down with no stems, that could be a death wish. He is able to get some supplies, makes a little distance here, though. He should be good to go. Though there is a Bile Titan heading his way. Those that supplies on top of the roof could prove to be a problem. Never mind, it destroys the entire building. Lionheart running towards the supplies, but he does have a Bile Titan very close to him. Lionheart does not have that Epoch, so he doesn't have much of a way to fight the Bile Titan. He could fight it with his crossbow, but it doesn't look like he's going to choose to do that tonight. That Bushwhacker's a really fun gun. It does have quite a bit of knockback on it, which is super helpful for Stalkers. And speak of the devil, we got some Stalkers in the house. Lionheart struggling. He is down to his last life here. Being surrounded by Stalkers and a Bile Titan is a terrible spot to be in with no lives. Though the Bile Titan did just take out at least one of the Stalkers. So that was actually quite helpful. Lionheart's left this Stalker lair alive a little bit longer than he probably should have. And he's paying for it a little bit. But I do think he's coming up on it now. He's going to take it out real quick. Looks like Lionheart has had enough of these Stalkers. Makes quick work of it with that crossbow. Has pretty much everything off. It sounds like there's still one Stalker in the area, and there's a Bile Titan. If they combine their efforts and knock him to the ground while they're spewing, he could die really quickly here. Wow, that's a lot of Hunters and another Bile Titan. There is so much going on. This is stressful. Oh, God, this is stressful. I'm stressing. I'm not even playing. I'm just spectating. I'm stressing. I'm really wondering what's going through Lionheart's mind right now. I wonder if he's stressing. Down to his last life, and he's got Stalkers and Bile Titans galore. Plenty of time, though. He's not stressing for time at all. He does find a Seath. This will teach us how much he's stressing. If I was stressing, I'd skip the Seath. If I wasn't stressing, I'd do the Seath. Let's see if Lionheart is stressing. Let's get our answer. Yeah, this Impaler Surge does look really fun. I agree, Layden. Fun fact about the Strafing run, the way Lionheart... Y'all should rewind that real quick. That was beautiful. The way Lionheart lined up that Strafing run, it looked like he missed. He threw it to the left of the Bile Titan. Now, for some reason, those Strafing runs always come in slightly to the right of where you throw the beam. So if you want to hit something, you got to throw it to the left, which Lionheart did beautifully there and took out the Bile Titan with it. Yeah, the strafing runs don't actually go straight. They go slightly to the right of where you throw them. Lionheart knew this and lined it up amazing. I'm really hoping we see another strafing run like that. I'm assuming, because he hasn't thrown one, and that was a good lineup to get a double kill. I'm assuming it's on cooldown. But man, I want to see some more of that. That was beautiful. Lionheart's had this Bile Titan chasing him for a hot minute here. Didn't bring much to take out the Bile Titan except for the Epoch, which he didn't have. I think he just called it. No, he didn't call it down. He still doesn't have an Epoch. Without that Epoch, there's not really many options for Lionheart here. Now, he could shoot him in the belly with the crossbow and take him out, though it would take a while. Not normally worth the time. I don't actually know the play. He could have taken that Bile Titan out pretty easily with the crossbow. I think he might just be bringing it along for funsies here. It might just be his new pet Titan. Maybe he's using it to step on holes and take out some bug holes for him. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is here. Just leaving the Bile Titan alive while it chases him around endlessly is pretty interesting. Definitely an interesting play. I believe it's 2 shots with the Epoch to take out a Bile Titan. It's definitely 2 shots if you hit him in the head. But if you hit him anywhere else, I don't know how many extra shots it would be, if extra. But generally, on average, you'll probably be taking 2 to 3 shots to take out a Bile Titan with Epoch. On average, so the average player. Not everybody's going to be beaming the dome. But I do believe, I'm like 99% sure, even if you hit a headshot, you're not one-shotting the Titan with the Epoch. Which is really interesting, because the Epoch only holds 3 ammo. So you got to use 2 ammo, and then you pretty much have to reload it to kill anything else. Unless you shoot a charger in the cheeks. You can pop a charger's cheeks with only 1 shot. Lionheart still has his Bile Titan on him. This Titan's been chasing Lionheart for like 4 minutes straight now. Takes out that Epoch. He gets sick of him. I believe hits a headshot there. Did not one-shot it. The second headshot does appear to take 2 headshots. I can imagine it would take 3 to 4 shots anywhere else on the body if you weren't able to hit the head for some reason. I would assume 3 to 4 shots with the Epoch, but I'm not certain. I don't know. Lionheart only goes for the head. The man's entertaining in that way. Making that Bushwhacker look very fun. Man, I remember when the Bushwhacker came out. I used to use the Bushwhacker quite a bit before the Ultimatum came out. Ever since the Ultimatum came out, I've never gone back. I'm not gonna lie. That's my baby. The Bugs are trying to call for reinforcements. Lionheart hits him with a Bushwhacker, knocking him back, making him stop calling, though. No reinforcements on the way currently. Lionheart puts a Swift at that. They go for it again, is able to stop it once again. Very nice play. They just can't reinforce. Lionheart kind of ignoring... Never mind. 1 shot's the Impaler.
I got the terminal.
Area secured. Wow. Marvelous. Marvelous gameplay, my friend. Yeah, it looks like it's 2 to the head for heavies. The Epoch, the only thing the Epoch can one-shot, as far as I'm aware, is it can one-shot the Charger's butt cheeks. So you can make a Charger bleed out in like 10 seconds. It doesn't appear to one-shot anything else from my... Maybe it can one-shot the top of the beard of an Impaler when the beard's down, maybe. I'm not even certain about that, though. Another bug breach. Lionheart isn't able to stop all the bug breaches. He's going to have to clear this one out if he wants to progress the mission. How does it? It is directly on top of the mission objective. Lionheart gets knocked to the floor from an Impaler, but not a big problem as he can just teleport away if they go to stick him. All right, so we do have an Impaler in the distance. Lionheart going to load up that Epoch. We're going to see if he can one-shot the Impaler. I do believe this Impaler is at full health. Wow, there's 3 Impalers. That's a lot of tentacles, boys. But They hit that reload. See what he can do here. He's lining it up, gets knocked down. It's going to be very, very hard to line up an Epoch shot here with this many tentacles around. He just keeps getting knocked to the floor. He can't line up a shot. Goes for the one shot. Yeah, did not one shot the Impaler. Now, that could have been because the angle is really bad right there. But I'm just going to say the Epoch's really bad. I don't know. It's not a weapon I plan on using anytime soon. A conga line of Impalers. Man, Lionheart's just getting knocked over like a weeble wobble, but the man just keeps getting back up. They can't hold him down. 17 minutes remaining. Still making plenty of time to get this mission done, though. It is winding down pretty quickly. I think we still have 3 Impalers in the area, and Lionheart decided to just go for the objective. I think that strike took out one of them.
I got the terminal.
Bushwhacker putting in work. Just about done here. Lionheart struggle with the puzzle a little bit. Impaler's trying to stick him. Now, this is a very dangerous spot to be in because Lionheart does have anti-tank mines down. And as I said earlier, the anti-tank mines are really dangerous to stand around at all if there's an Impaler around, as the Impaler tentacles will come up under the landmine, set the landmines off, and they will kill you real quick in a hurry. Lionheart does finish off that Impaler, though. The area seems to be pretty secured. And he's going to be on his way to the last objective as soon as he pulls that lever. Quick restock. He's ready to go. This is impressive. With the loadout Lionheart brought and the amount of heavies he's getting, the man is holding it down. Like, holy crap, this is impressive. I'll be the first to tell you guys, if I brought this loadout, I don't feel like I'd be doing this well. We do have another reinforcement wave, though Lionheart doesn't need to be here. He did pull the lever. He could head straight to the next objective, or he could hang out for a higher kill count. It's really completely up to him. 15 minutes remaining. He'd be good either way. Looks like he's just going to retreat a little bit. I don't know. He's going back for seconds. Sounds like the anti-tank mines does take out a charger over there, which is always nice to hear. Chuck some gas, trying to get some extra kills. Does sound like there's quite a few heavies there, though. The anti-tank mines are putting in work, as I've heard multiple heavies die off in the distance from those mines. Very nice. Lionheart just gonna head to the last objective and get her done. Lionheart feeling confident down to his last 13 minutes. And he is gonna try to get the siege done. I think he found a nuke right off the bat, so that's a good sign. That if he wants to blow some stuff up, I'd get her done too. He does have bugs finding him, though. A lot of times the Seif is cursed, and every time you arrive at the Seif, you get a ton of monsters, bugs anyway, just all over the place, and it makes it very difficult to deceive. Time is whittling down a little bit here. Still time to deceive and the main mission. That bug just tried to call for reinforcements, and Lionheart was able to kill him before he got it off. And apparently, reinforcement cooldown is up, and Lionheart can get a wave of reinforcements at any point, which is going to make this Seif a lot harder to do. However, good for now. No reinforcements yet. Lionheart gets the Seif done in record time. Still 12 minutes remaining to get that last objective done. And he's still got a life. Only one life, but he's got a life. Good odds for any Helldiver. Lionheart gets started on his last objective. We do have a bug breach right as he arrives, though. It looks like he's about to get down and dirty with it. All right, that was weird. I'm going to edit that part out. Impaler enters the mix. There's an Impaler behind that Impaler, and a third Impaler behind that Impaler. We got Impalers for days out here. The airstrike going down takes out one of the Impalers. 2 remaining, though. 3. None of them are dead. I lied. 4. There's 4 Impalers in the area. Oh my god, I've never seen so many Impalers in my life. This looks stressful. Now, Lionheart is down to his last life. At any point, these Impalers can one-shot him. Another Impaler coming up behind him. If he loses that last life, it's going to get really stressful, as from here on out, it'll have to be a flawless run. We're not there yet, though. We still have that 1 extra life, so it's still pretty chill for the time being. Lionheart putting the hurt down on these bugs. Hunter tries to jump in his face, shoots him out the air, so he's not able to complete his attack. Lionheart gets it pretty much cleaned up, and he's heading back to the mission. Looks like we still have 1 Impaler living. Killed about 5 of them, I believe. That is a lot of Impalers. A Charger and an Impaler in the area blocking mission progress. Loads up that Epoch, is not able to one-shot the Charger, though. Hits him with the second shot. It doesn't take that long to hit 2 shots with the Epoch. Impaler does put his beard down, though, unfortunately, the weak spot is blocked by the other dead Impaler. Doesn't matter as Lionheart blasts him off of Super Earth. We're not on Super Earth. Blast! What am I saying? He hit him with an airstrike. Yeah, these strafing runs are wicked. Yo, what up, Darth Vapor? We salute back around here. Lionheart gets another Charger on him, trying to get some mission progress done, down to his last 8 minutes. Still plenty of time to get this, but getting wave after wave after wave of bugs can be kind of annoying. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I think Lionheart's chilling. The bugs do notice him, sending some bugs his way. We do get a bug breach right towards the end of this mission. I believe we have one more point left in the mission, and he's out of here. I don't think he needs to hang out for this bug wave, but he might do it just for fun and to rack up some extra kills for the kill count at the end. The main mission is done. All he has to do is extract at this point. Drops another beautiful airstrike. Doesn't kill the Charger with it. But he does clear a little bit of the area out. Drops another airstrike. See if that one takes out the Charger a little bit to the right. That's the problem with the airstrikes. It was actually a beautifully lined up airstrike. Right there, that was dead center. And he takes him out. Very nice. Charging up a shot, gonna hit the weak point. He's able to one-shot it. Another beautiful one-shot. Quick reload, 5 minutes remaining. Could head straight to extract and get her done. Or head to the Mega Nest. As dusty as it is over here, I do believe we're heading to the Mega Nest, which would make sense as Lionheart did do the Seaf earlier, so he does have a mini nuke lined up, which is going to help him clear out at least 2 bug holes on the Mega Nest. The mini nuke's not really as big as you would want it to be. It should really be a little bit bigger. It's going to take on at least 2 bug holes, guaranteed. That's all we need. He can get the other 14 on his own. Lionheart saving that mini nuke, not dropping it yet. Waiting for the perfect location, something. Maybe he already used it earlier, I don't know. I'd be mini nuking. Not really sure what Lionheart's waiting for. Loads it up, there it is. I think he's gonna try to take out some bug holes and take out some Impalers and Bile Titans along with it, I believe. Mini nuke does go off. Not really sure how many holes that took out. Hopefully a few, though. Lionheart jumping around trying to get this done. Getting himself cornered here. Could be in trouble. Somehow is able to squeeze through that crack. That is a lot of Impalers. We have a bug breach going on in the middle of the Mega Nest. Gets knocked down to 1 HP. Is able to stem up and recover, though. Lionheart is down to his final life, so any mistake here could be a really big mistake. Lionheart down 2 Seafs already. Still has 3 remaining. Quite a bit of explosions here. That is a lot of bugs. Holy crap, it just got real. Lionheart chucking air support out like it's candy. Racking up the kills right here. Might be doubling his kill count in this one moment. Gets a nasty one-shot on one of the Impalers. Still plenty of Impalers remaining. Gonna line up a headshot onto the Bile Titan with an Impaler down, targeting him. Ballsy play, but somehow doesn't get taken out. Line up a second headshot. 2 is all you need. He does miss. That is unfortunate. Gonna have to line up a third. Dives out of the way, hits the shot. Bile Titan down. Does have a Charger and an Impaler on him still. Drops an Eagle. Beautiful hit. That might have been a double kill. Lionheart is out here showing us why the Eagle strafing run is something that you guys might have to start bringing to the battlefield a little bit more. Doesn't seem to get the Charger. The Charger is still behind him, chasing him. Plenty of Impalers, and I see at least 3 Impalers right now as well. Lionheart doesn't seem too worried by the Impalers, kind of letting them live, just going for the bug holes. We are down to our last 2 minutes, so I can understand why. Very risky as if he falls to the ground for any reason like that. That could be death. He is able to recover, though, and he is not dead. Does have full stim still as well. And he has that warp pack so he can dive out of the way anytime he needs to. Gets knocked down on 1 HP. Is able to stim up, though he does go down 1 stim, only 3 remaining. Running around, less than 2 minutes remaining, trying to get this Mega Nest done. There's Impalers everywhere, but they cannot catch Lionheart as he teleports around the arena and just ignores them. It's always fun to watch. They cannot catch him. That is a lot of tentacles. If one of those tentacles knocks him over, it could be over for him. He does get knocked over, but is able to recover, uses another stim, and he's halfway through his stims, 2 stims remaining. That is a lot of Impalers. Heading back into the action here. Wow, there's literally Impalers everywhere. I think there might be 7 Impalers in this Mega Nest. Trying to climb over the Impaler, couldn't quite make it. Luckily has that warp pack, is able to teleport directly through him. Gets one shot by an Impaler tentacle, and he has no more lives. From here on out, Lionheart's gonna have a flawless run. Only 60 seconds remaining. His run's gonna have to be flawless, or else if he doesn't get the extract, the run doesn't count. This is where it gets epic, boys. Times like this are what turn boys into men. Let's see if Lionheart's a man. That's right, I said it. If you don't make this run, if you mess up from here on out, you're nothing but a little boy. Is that too much? I should edit that out. Editors, edit that part out. That's too much. I did too much right there. All right, Lionheart is getting another bug breach, I believe. 20 seconds remaining. Lionheart really wants to get this Mega Nest done. I don't know if he's gonna leave it though. He's out of time. 15 seconds remaining. He's gonna have a little bit of time as that Pelican lands. However, if the Pelican lands completely across the map, that's gonna be a problem as it takes a while to get over there. It is pretty far. I can see the beam. I don't know how long does it take to run there though. Not really sure what the play is here. Looks like Lionheart's debating it. He's going back in for it. He said, I got 2 minutes, I'ma handle this. And he's going back in to finish the Mega Nest. This just went from epic to epicer. I don't know, it looks like he's retreating now. Yeah, I think he gave it up. He's retreating. He said it ain't worth it. Listen, Lionheart, it's always worth it. Remember that. It's not worth it today. Lionheart said I'm out. Lionheart heading to extract. He's got 1 minute and 20 seconds to get there. Shouldn't be a problem. He does have a warp pack, which is going to make his transporting a little bit quicker. Taking out that epoch to try to take that mushroom out in the distance. Now, the epoch only shoots like 120 meters. As we see that today, Lionheart cannot hit it from here. Yeah, for some reason, they put a range limiter on the epoch, and it does not shoot very far. He is not close enough to kill that mushroom from this distance. Lionheart moves up. He does find another Impaler, aiming a one-shot. Does he get it? Apparently, you are able to one-shot Impalers with the epoch. That makes the epoch slightly better than I thought it was. I didn't really think it had much one-shot potential, but it does on some things. Lionheart finds another bug nest. Gonna be ignoring him as he's got 30 seconds to get to the extraction site, and he does not want to miss on his Uber. The man's had a lot of rides canceled on him. He ain't trying to get canceled today. 20 seconds remaining. He should be just the right distance. Plenty of time. He's going to make it there. No bugs around. Area seems pretty secured. And as that Pelican lands, it's going to secure the area even more. It looks like Lionheart's good to go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Excellent run, my friend.
This is Pelican 1.
Made it extra epic losing that last life at the very end. That definitely added to the intensity. Pelican cleans up a little bit. Lionheart getting surrounded slightly, not a big deal though. He does have stims. He can pre-stim at any point here. If you pre-stim, you're pretty much invincible for like 5 seconds. Lionheart loads up in the Pelican, and he is out of here for another excellent win on our esports series.
Today you've carved another.
Great job, Lionheart. Excellent run.